Hey guys, so today I will be doing a more serious type of video compared to all my other videos. I really want to touch on, last night it was really in my heart to encourage somebody on what I have been going through, and I just really feel like it's necessary because people probably are going through it and don't know how to deal with it, just like I did. So I really feel like it's my duty to encourage somebody today. So I'm going to be talking about how I dealt with losing my mother at a young age. I lost my mom when I was 17. I'm currently 18. I lost my mom September 6th. I really say the 3rd because that's the first day that everything happened, and then she didn't officially pass until September 6th of 2019. So first I want to start out by telling you guys, not really telling y'all telling y'all what happened that night, but not telling y'all how she died and all that, because I really feel like that's rude and I hate when people ask me that. So it was September 3rd. Well, first I'm gonna start with September 2nd. It was September 2nd, and we had went school shopping. I started school my senior year. I started September 5th of 2019. So September 2nd, we were doing a little bit of school shop. Well, finishing school shopping. Yeah. So we went to the mall, all that. Went to get something to eat and went home. So she wanted these specific tacos. I wanted to get tacos. Brought them to her. And that was the last thing that I did. I gave her tacos, and I sat in the room with her for like 3 minutes maybe. It wasn't long at all. And then I went in my room and started doing my hair, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna show you my hair when I'm done. I didn't get done my hair that day, well, until the early September 3rd. I didn't get done my hair until about like 12 something. So she was asleep by then. I didn't end up showing her. So I was up late that night because I was on the phone. I was up late and didn't go to sleep till about 3 o'clock. 3:30 comes. My dad comes, busts my room like, he's on the phone. He didn't say nothing to me. He just busted my room and woke me up. He's on the phone with the ambulance, but I didn't know who he was on the phone with. So I knew something had happened to somebody, but I didn't know it was my mom. Because I looked in the room and she's just laying on the bed. And my dad started screaming like, your mom is unresponsive. Your mom is unresponsive. And when somebody would hear that, you would think like they start going crazy, start crying like, oh my God, no. Me, I'm just walking around the house like, what? She's unresponsive. So my brother automatically starts crying. I go downstairs to get my sister. Then I call my friend. I call India. That was the only person that answered the phone, because I tried to call my aunts, my grandma. Nobody answered my phone. Then they all answered the phone. Ambulance comes, and she goes to the hospital. I think they got her pulse back, so that's why they took her to the hospital, because she initially was going at the house. But they brought her back. And she was in the hospital all the way until September 6th. They transported, is that the word? I don't know. They moved her 3 times, so she was at 3 different places in the midst of 3 days. And yeah, then she ended up passing 5 something in the morning, September 6th. So here goes my little everything. So it's been 6 months since my mom passed. The first month, I would say, the rest of the month of September, it really didn't hit me that like this really happened. Like, it really did not hit me. So I really feel like I wasn't dealing with it. It just felt like my mom was on vacation. Like, she wasn't here, but she was coming back. That's how it felt. So come October, I feel like I started changing. And people started telling me I started changing, which really made me, I really did not want to be around those people no more, because people were telling me that I was they were telling me that I was changing, but changing in a negative way. When you lose, sorry guys, when you lose someone at a young age and don't know how to deal with it, what do you expect? First of all, when you lose a parent in general anyway, your life has changed forever anyway. So I'm adjusting to this. I don't know how to deal with my feelings, all that. And for you to tell me that you're changing, you're acting like this, like I'm not allowed to grieve, is so terrible. And I feel like that is so selfish for people to even think like it was bad for me to act the way that I was acting. Like, I don't know how to deal with my emotions. I don't know. I just don't know. So y'all should be here to help me. Okay? So that's just how I feel. So my second point is grieving is okay. This ties into what I just said. Both the next two really tie in together. So grieving is okay and change may occur. So like I said, it's okay if you change. Like, you're going to change. This is a whole nother part of your life that you have to deal with. It's a major transition in your life. So you're not going to be the same after this. Like, you're just not. It's okay to grieve. However you may grieve. If somebody tell you you can't grieve this way, they're wrong. Don't listen to them. There's no specific way to grieve. Everyone grieves differently. So for you to tell me I gotta grieve this way, I gotta cry every day, I gotta act like this, like, who are you to tell me how to grieve? I feel like people just bombarding you and try to tell you how to deal with your emotions. Like, nobody knows how it feels to lose a mother unless you've dealt with it. So don't listen to anybody that tells you you have to grieve a specific way. Everyone grieves in their own way, whether it's crying, whether you're angry, even though you may grieve in a negative way by acting out in school or turning to drugs or alcohol like I did, you just still how you're grieving. Like, that's how you deal with it. That's how you're dealing with it. Me personally, I grieved in a negative way. I turned to alcohol. Alcohol became my best friend. And it's sad to say, but I said I was going to be very transparent, and that's just what I'm going to do. I didn't tell my dad this, so when he watches this, I didn't tell anybody this, really. So when y'all watch this, everyone's gonna find out. But yes, I turned to alcohol and I was very depressed. I hated feeling depressed. Like, I really felt like I did not like the way that I was feeling at all. But when I was drinking, like, it all turned, it's like a switch, like it all goes off. I'm numb. I don't feel nothing. I felt good. Like, so I'm like, if it's this easy to turn that depression off, then this is what I'm going to do. So I started drinking real heavy. Probably, I don't even know, like November. The end of November, I believe. And that's when it really started. But then I really didn't realize that that's how I was dealing with it. I just was like, oh, I'm doing this for fun. But once I started learning myself, finding myself and stuff, I realized I turned to alcohol because that is what was making me feel good for the moment, making me feel okay. Because I really hated feeling depressed. Like, that is the worst feeling ever. I really did not want to be on this earth no more. No, I didn't. I never wanted to commit suicide, but I didn't want to be here. I wasn't going to commit suicide, but I asked God, please just take me. However, just not me killing myself. I won't do that. But I just need you to take all this pain away. Like, I really hated it. I was like, if my mom's not here, what do I need to be here for? You took something very important away from me. So what do I need to be here for? What am I really here for? I really felt like there was no point in living anymore. But like I said, I was never going to commit suicide. I never wanted to harm myself. But I feel like that was another reason why my dad was so hard on me. Like, he would always ask me questions. He never wanted me to stay home by myself because I feel like he thought that I was going to harm myself. But I never once wanted to harm myself. But I did tell him, like, I don't want to be here. But that was just the depression talking. Like, I really hated feeling the way that I felt. And I just wanted it to be over. But this is where Proverbs 3:5-6 comes in. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. This is when and I'm really grateful that my dad got me this journal, because it has different scriptures in it, and I feel like every day each scripture really speaks to me differently. So you really gotta, when you're really going through something, because I feel like people only run to God when you're going through something, but you should always run to him whether you're going through something or not, good or bad. You should always run to God, because you always want to have that strong bond. So you really want to, like, in situations like this, I did not turn to God for nothing. I didn't trust God. My faith decreased tremendously. Like, I did not want to go to church anymore. Like, it was just bad, because I was just so angry. Like, how could you take away my mom like this? So this ties into my next point, which is it is very important to go to counseling. I remember one day my counselor asked me, I really can't remember what she asked me, but I do remember my response. She asked me a question. I told her, sometimes, I think the question was, why do you think this happened? Or what would you change? Something like that. Or what if? I think it was what if. And she wanted me to finish the sentence. And I said, what if I was too comfortable with my life? So I've always told myself, well, I've always asked myself, like, my life wasn't perfect, because I just feel like perfect is just such a strong word. But it was really good. Like, everyone has a testimony, and I feel like, or everyone goes through things, but I feel like me and my siblings really didn't have, like, oh, we've been through this, like other people. So I'm like, what do we do to deserve such a great family? Like, my parents were wonderful. Like, everything was just so great in the household. And I'm like, well, what did we do to deserve this? Like, it's just amazing. And I felt like we were too comfortable with life. Like, and I would always think, this can't happen to me. This, like, I never would have thought that I would lose a parent. Like, if you would have asked me, I would have told you no. Like, that can't happen to me. But it can happen to anybody. And now, my mindset has changed. Like, people take people for granted, especially your parents. Like, I watch some people, and they're so rude to their parents, or don't want to hug their parents. Don't tell their parents they love them. Like, that is very important to me. Like, I shower my dad with love now, because I don't ever want to regret not having that bond or relationship with him when his time comes, or if I go before him, however God does it. But back to the counseling thing, I just feel like we were too comfortable, so God needed to shift and allow us to see, like, I don't know, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just feel like we were too comfortable where we were, and sometimes God removes things or just shifts things to make you uncomfortable. Even he doesn't hurt us intentionally, but he does things because he's like, I'm still God. I can do this. I can do that. Y'all get me? Are y'all following me? Because I feel like I'm not making sense, but I know what I want to say. I just don't know how to say it. I just don't know how to say it. But I just feel like we're too comfortable. And like I said, he doesn't hurt us intentionally, but he does it because he knows the plans that he has. And I really believe, like, he didn't allow this to happen for no reason. But back to the counseling. It's very important to go to counseling. I used to think that counseling was so, like, not needed. Like, it's very necessary. Counseling really helps. Like, before I went to counseling, that's when I was doing the drinking. That's when I didn't want to be bothered. Like, if you ask my counselor, so she would probably tell you that I'm going to ask her, actually. she will probably tell me that she sees a difference in the way that I am now compared to when I first started, because that's when I was drinking. Like I said, I didn't want to be bothered by anybody. My grades were terrible in school. Like, I really hated school. I did not want to go to school. I was skipping class. Like, it was just terrible. And that was not me. Like, it wasn't me. I was the best student in school. I always was on honor roll. Like, that's just me. So for me to act out like this was just, that's how I knew, like, this is my way. This is how I was grieving, but I was grieving in a negative way. And counseling really, really helps. So talking to my counselor, I go once a month, and like, it really helps me. Number 5, never allow your emotions to bottle up. It is very important to express your feelings, express how you feel. It's okay to talk to somebody. I feel like it's better to talk to a stranger. That's why counseling is very important. I feel like it's better to talk to a stranger than someone you know, because oftentimes people you know judge you the most, and I don't like that. So I'd rather talk to a counselor or somebody you are close to that you know is not judgmental and all that. But never allow your emotions to bottle up, because that will make matters worse. When you have emotions bottled up, that is what causes a terrible mental health. Like, that is where depression kicks in, anxiety, all these type of thoughts, because everything's bottled in and you don't know how to deal with it. You don't know how to let it out. So it is okay to cry. It's okay to be angry, punch a wall, scream, whatever you got to do to deal with it. And my last point is, it is okay to ask God questions and even be angry. People, Christians in particular, may tell you, oh, never question God, never do this, never do that. But I think in a relationship, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, family, whatever type of relationship it is, if something's bothering you or if you feel some type of way about something, I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to ask questions because I need to know, or I want to know. I would like an answer. So if you have a strong relationship with God, you should be able to go to him and ask him, yo, God, like, why did you do this? Why is this happening? What's the outcome? And some way, somehow, someday, he'll give you an answer, whether he actually speaks to you, whether he speaks to you through reading the Bible, whether he speaks to you through someone else that he sends to encourage you, like a TV show you may be watching it. The TV show speaks to you, like, so it's okay to ask questions and be angry. Because I was angry. Like, I was so mad at God. Like, how could you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? You knew what am I going to do without my mom? Like, I think long term. So I'm like, my wedding, I'm not going to be able to go dress shopping with my mom. My mom won't meet her grandchildren. Like, I just think about things like that. And that is what really takes a toll on me. Like, it really saddens me knowing, especially it's my senior year, my mom wants to me graduate, prom, like all my accomplishments. She don't know no schools that I got accepted. Well, she know because I talked to her. But here, physically, she don't know what schools I got accepted to. She's not here to congratulate me. Like, I just hate that. So it is okay to be upset. It's okay to be angry. But don't allow that to mess up your relationship with God. Never allow your faith to decrease. And I'm just telling y'all things from my experience because I allowed those things to happen. And just because I'm saying it, because people said this to me too. And now that I'm starting to come back to myself and grow spiritually, those things are coming back to me. Like, when people say things to you, you really need to take heed because it really helps. So, yes, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to ask questions. God is a forgiving God. So he forgives all your mistakes. I know he forgave me. That's why I'm very grateful. And I don't drink anymore. I don't do none of that. I'm not depressed anymore. I have my sad days sometimes, or I have my little moments. I don't really have sad days, but I have moments sometimes throughout the day, or once a day. Not once a day, but like once in a day. So yeah, so I know he has healed me from those things and forgave me, because I always ask for forgiveness. Also, don't surround yourself by negative people, whether that's family or friends, whoever. If they are not here to help you and guide you through this process, kick them to the curb. I lost bonds with some people because of this, which I'm grateful for, because people, I'm not even going to get into that. But after losing my mom, I have found so many other women to teach me and help me. Like, I found so many other women that guide me and motivate me, just like my mom did. Like, I have so many mother figures around to help me in every different areas, like not even all for the same thing. Like, some to help me with my spiritual walk, some to help me with school, this, that, and the third, y'all know. So I'm very grateful that God sent these people to me to help me grow. And not even just women, males too, like a lot of my uncles, cousins, you know. So I'm very grateful. Even though I lost a part of me, I have also gained a lot of love from others. So I hope that I encourage somebody throughout this video. I hope I didn't talk too much, and I hope that I made sense throughout this video. But it is okay if you lose. Well, I mean, it's not okay, because I can't sit here and tell you it's okay. It's not easy at all losing a mother, losing a parent. Well, I can't say parent, because I don't know what it feels like to lose a father, but losing a mother is not okay. It's really terrible. Like, it's the worst feeling ever. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And you really got to trust God. Like, that's really where your faith kicks in, your trust, all that. Like, you really got to trust God and believe, like, he'll never leave you nor forsake you, and he won't put nothing on you more than you can bear. So take heed to what I'm saying. I really hope I encourage somebody some way, somehow. And I hope y'all really listened to what I was saying, because I was really speaking from my heart. But no, for real. Let me see. Is there anything else that I want to talk about? Because I've really been writing in my notebook, and it is really, really... Also, that's another thing. Writing. Like, I just started writing in here on Monday. My dad got me this a while ago, but I just started writing here on Monday, and it has really, like, it's really amazing. And one more thing before I go. Expect the unexpected. My mom told us that she was telling my cousin that whole slogan thing came from, we were at the airport, and my cousin, she has a story too. So, well, my sister now, she has a story too. And my mom was trying to give her ideas of what to name her book, because she's writing a book. And she said, expect the unexpected, because she lost so many people. And expect the unexpected could be good and bad. You can expect great things that you never would have thought would happen. And also, you can lose someone unexpectedly. Like, anything can happen unexpectedly. So, that is where that came from. And I just want to say that to encourage somebody. Expect the unexpected, because you never know the plan that God may have for you, whether it's good or bad. But anything bad that happens turns out for the good. So, does that make sense? Turns out for the good. Anything bad that happens always turns out with an amazing ending. So, always trust God. Always keep the faith. And you just got to stay strong. Not only for you, but for your siblings, for whoever, the people around you. You always shall remain strong. it's very important to keep the faith, and don't ever allow your relationship with God to fall because of something that you're going through. That should just make it even stronger, just like me. Turn into God. That'll really help you get through any obstacle you're facing. So I hope I encourage somebody, because I really feel like I encouraged myself today. Yeah, I really hope I encourage y'all. I hope that y'all paid attention to me and listened to me. I really like this little talking thing. At first I felt like it would be weird, and I would think that nobody wants to sit here and talk, because I wouldn't. But sit there and listen to somebody talk. But I kind of like this, so I'm gonna do like little series type things and talk about different things, girl talks, guy talks, because I know it all. It's like, no. But I know a little something. So thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share to somebody that you may think needs to hear this message. Hear my little testimony, I call it. So yeah, thank y'all for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.
Look, I'm a star, got these niggas wishing.